Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense getting set for first down. Miller with the ball. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really good looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The give out of the gun. They finally make the stop with the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up a pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten another first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. The Tide will get the first down.
They pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun. And that ball is picked off. Crosses midfield. 30, past the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Plows through the defense.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and first quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Edwards. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Orji. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Now adjusting. He'll let one go down the right side. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Man, what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athlete.
Headed to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown tie. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Coming out with it, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field and game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A 3rd and long coming up here. The give is to Miller. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Michigan.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And that is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in this game.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pocket starts to collapse. With the catch, it's Edwards. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Complete in the middle. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense got it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense. After it got popped out.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter.
And they get the sack just like that.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 13, Michigan 2.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking.
Running toward the tape. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass, hand, run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's got the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders. A nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
To the air, it's Orji. Getting some heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They want to run this quarterback. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been